Solution of a quadratic equation. So we have three ways to solve a quadratic equation. Factorization, completing square and quadratic formula. Factorization we have already studied until now. Now we will understand what is completing square and what is quadratic formula, what is the formula. Okay, so let's take up completing square now. Completing square technique. So I will directly start off with a problem to make you understand each of it step by step. So completing square, you have to form a complete squared number. How do we do that? So I have an example here, 3x square minus 5x plus 2. First step, what we are going to do here is divide all of them by 3. Why? Make the coefficient of x square 1. So if I divide by 3, this will become x square minus 5 by 3x plus 2 by 3. Do not care about the constant. Do not care about the constant. Okay. Now, next step, completing square. In your square, what do you have? A square plus 2ab plus b square or minus 2ab. Agreed? So this is your plus or minus 2ab. Since there is minus, we want a minus 2ab here. How do we create that? So there is minus here. You want a 2ab. So put a 2. You have put a 2. So you have to remove the 2 also. Multiply and divide with 2. Understood? Why did we do this? I want a 2ab. So I put the 2. Okay? X is nothing but your a. That is default there. It's there already. This 5 by 3 is the other number that is there. Did I change anything? No. I multiply and divided with 2. Here you are allowed to form any b. Okay? So that's why I said forget the constant. I repeat. So x square minus 2ab. A is already there as x. I want 2. So multiply and divide with 2. Keep the constant as it is. Keep the plus 2 by 3. A square plus or minus 2ab plus b square gives a plus b the whole square or minus. Okay. Now, a square minus 2ab, that is x square minus 2 into x into 5 by 6. Okay. So now you have a square minus 2ab. Where is the b square? Create the b square. How will you create the b square? Put it. Plus you are putting the b square. You are putting the b square, so you only have to remove the b square. Remove the b square as well. This plus 2 by 3 stays as is. Clear? So a square minus 2ab, I need the b square, so I put plus b square. I have added an extra term, so I have to remove the term minus b square. Now if you clearly see, this is nothing but a minus b the whole square. So it becomes x minus 5 by 6 the whole square. Minus, these are extra constants, open it. 25 by 36 plus 2 by 3. X minus 5 by 6 the whole square minus 3 into what is 36? 3 12s are 36. So this is 2 into 12. So 24. Negative sign is with the 25 divided by 36. Okay, the negative sign is with the 25. So it becomes x minus 5 by 6 the whole square minus 1 by 36. Now, to solve a quadratic equation, you have to equate it to 0. The question was 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is, you have to solve this equation. So if you want to solve the equation, first you have to equate it to 0. Can I write this equation as what we just got, the completed square method? See, I completed the square. Complete the square minus 1 by 36. This is nothing but this equal to 0. Yes. So now continue. X minus 5 by 6 the whole square. Send it that side plus 1 by 36. So x minus 5 by 6 is equal to plus or minus root of 1 by 36 because the square went that side. So x minus 5 by 6 is equal to plus or minus root 1 is 1, root 36 is 6. So this basically gives us two options. X minus 5 by 6 is equal to 1 by 6 or x minus 5 by 6 is equal to minus 1 by 6. x is equal to 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6, x is equal to 6 by 6, x is equal to 1. That's one of the answers of the quadratic equation. X is equal to 1 minus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6, x is equal to 4 by 6, 2s are 3s are. X is equal to 2 by 3 is the other solution of the quadratic equation. This was the quadratic completing square method to solve a quadratic equation. Now let us see the quadratic formula method. So now let us understand how to apply quadratic formula. For a given quadratic equation, what is the general form of a quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. We know how to factorize it. What if I do not want to factorize it and I want to use a direct formula? Is it possible? Yes. The formula is given as, the quadratic formula is given as please take down, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. What is this a, b, c? It's from this equation. Divide the whole thing by 2a. What is the meaning of plus or minus? Case 1, take plus. Case 2, take minus. Why? Because we know that a quadratic equation has two solutions. One solution you will get with plus, one solution you will get with minus. Which is why you will understand when I do it to the problem why I take plus separately and minus separately. This is the general formula to apply to an equation given in the form of quadratic. What we studied until now was the quadratic formula. X equals minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. But there is a condition for this. What is the condition? This b square minus 4ac is known as the discriminant. It's nothing but b square minus 4ac. So what b square minus 4ac, the discriminant tells you, it will tell you the nature of the root. That means until now we saw so many quadratic equations and we found out the values of x. We observed in few cases we got the same value of x. So what did I tell you that time? It is possible to get equal solutions. The same value of x can exist. So this discriminant will give you the answer for that. How? Condition 1. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the roots meaning the values of x, the roots are real, that means they exist, it is possible, and distinct. Distinct means different. 3 and 2, 3 and minus 2, 3 and minus 3. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, that means the roots are real, it's there, but they are equal. For example, x equals 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So they are equal roots. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, it does not exist. Why? Because you will get root of b square minus 4ac is a negative. If it's less than 0 means negative number. Is root of a negative number possible? No. Which is why b square minus 4ac less than 0, you can say the roots are imaginary. Imaginary means they don't exist. In real life they don't exist. So therefore, what can we sum this up? We can conclude this is the condition. We will be using this in exercise 4.4 in detail. But one small conclusion over here, combining 1 and 2, can I say if b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, roots exist. That means for the roots to exist, you have to check if b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. If it is less than 0, they don't exist and it is imaginary. I repeat, if the question says to check whether it is possible, you have to check whether b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. If it is greater than or equal to 0, it means roots exist. If it is greater than 0, they are real and distinct. If it is equal to 0, they are real and equal. If it's b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then they are imaginary. Why the word discriminant? Discriminate means what? To differentiate, to know the difference between two things. So if this is a discriminant, it is telling you whether the roots exist or don't exist. So we conclude at this that if you want to check if the roots exist, you check the value of b square minus 4ac. If it is greater than or equal to 0, the roots exist. If it is less than 0, then the roots don't exist. So we check for this condition when they ask to say roots exist. Please note this down. It's very important. We'll be using it in exercise 4.3. We'll be using this. In 4.4, we will be using this extensively. Example 7. Solve the equation given in example 3 by the method of completing square. This was the equation given in example 3. Okay. Now let's begin to solve it by completing square. What was the first step that we just learned? Make the coefficient of x square 1. So divide the whole equation by 2. So I can therefore write x square minus 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is 0. So x square, you have a square. You have to create a minus 2ab. So I have put a 2. I am putting a 2. So if I have put a 2, I have to also remove the 2. X is there as it is. The 5 by 2 is the remaining. Keep it here. Keep the plus 3 by 2 aside. So I have created x square minus 2 into x into 5 by 4. 2ab. This is the b. So you need a b square, right? So put the plus b square and remove that b square also. Now what happens? So this whole thing becomes x minus 5 by 4 the whole square. How? A square minus 2ab plus b square is a minus b the whole square. Minus, this is 25 by 16 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. X minus 5 by 4 the whole square is equal to 25. 2 8s are 16. So this will also become into 8, right? This minus sign is with the 25. So minus 25. Multiply and divide with 8. So plus 24 divided by 16. So it becomes x minus 5 by 4 the whole square minus 1 by 16 is 0. X minus 5 by 4 the whole square is equal to plus 1 by 16. X minus 5 by 4 the whole square, send the square that side, so it becomes plus or minus under root of 1 by 16. X minus 5 by 4 is equal to plus or minus 1 by 4. This gives us two solutions. X minus 5 by 4 is equal to 1 by 4 and x minus 5 by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 4. X is equal to 1 by 4 plus 5 by 4. X is equal to 6 by 4. X is equal to 3 by 2. X is equal to minus 1 by 4 plus 5 by 4. X is equal to 4 by 4. X is equal to 1. Example 8. Find the roots of the equation 5x square minus 6x minus 2 is equal to 0 by the method of completing square. Now you've already seen two sums, so be quick. Make the coefficient of x square 1. So divide the whole equation by 5. So I am dividing by 5. Next, create a minus 2ab. So x square, you are multiplying and dividing with 2. X is already there, keep it as it is. Keep the constant here. So this will be my b, right? Keep the 2 by 5 outside. So this becomes x square minus 2 into x into 1s are 3s are 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5 is equal to 0. So you have to create your plus and minus b square. Minus 2 into x into 3 by 5, that's my b. So plus 3 by 5 the whole square, also minus 3 by 5 the whole square because you have added it, and 2 by 5. A square minus 2ab plus b square, a minus b the whole square, minus 9 by 25 minus 2 by 5. So x minus 3 by 5 the whole square minus LCM is 25. So 9 is like that only. Keep the negative sign with the 9. Multiply and divide with 5. So x minus 3 by 5 the whole square minus 19 by 25 is 0. So x minus 3 by 5 the whole square is equal to plus 19 by 25. So now continue solving. So what happens? X minus 3 by 5 the whole square. So put the square that side. It will become under root, right? So is equal to plus or minus root of 19 by 25. Root 19 you cannot solve. So plus or minus root 19 by 5. So there are two options here. X minus 3 by 5 is equal to plus root 19 by 5. And x minus 3 by 5 is equal to minus root 19 by 5. X is equal to root 19 by 5 plus 3 by 5. The x is equal to root 19 plus 3 by 5. And here x is equal to minus root 19 by 5 plus 3 by 5. X is equal to minus root 19 plus 3, the whole thing by 5. Example 9, find the roots of the equation 4x square plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0 by the method of completing square. First step, divide everyone by 4 because the coefficient should become 1. So x square plus 3 by 4x plus 5 by 4 is 0. Second step, create a 2ab. Here it's plus, so plus 2ab. X square plus 2 into, a is nothing but x given here. You multiplied with 2, so put another 2 here, 1 by 2, 2 will get cancelled. 3 by 4 is the extra thing here, keep it as is. Plus 5 by 4 is outside. So x square plus 2 into x into 3 by 8, that's your 2ab. B is 3 by 8. So create a b square and remove the b square in the same step. So it becomes this, if you add up all this, a square plus 2ab plus b square, a plus b the whole square, minus 9 by 64 plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0. X plus 3 by 8 the whole square, LCM of this is 64, minus 9. So 4 what's are 64? 4 16s are 64. So multiply and divide with 16. So this becomes 5 into 16. What is 5 into 16? 80. So it becomes x plus 3 by 8 the whole square minus 9 plus 8 plus 71 by 64 is equal to 0. X plus 3 by 8 the whole square is equal to minus 71 by 64. This is the squared number. Square of any number is always positive. This is negative, right? So positive cannot be equal to negative, or if you send the root that side, it will become root of negative again, which is imaginary, not possible. Since this is less than 0, we can say the roots of this equation do not exist. The solution of x does not exist. Let us now see an example of how to apply the formula. Example 10. Solve question 2, first one of exercise 4.1 using quadratic formula. This was from 4.1. Second question, first one. This was a question we have already represented in the form of quadratic equation. If you do not remember, please rewind back and check your notes or the previous videos to understand how we have got this equation. The length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. If you remember, we had taken the breadth as x and the length as 2x plus 1, multiplied it and got the area. So now we have to solve this to find the length and breadth using quadratic formula only. So how do we apply the formula? Please understand, this is, what is A? This is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. What is A? 2. What is B? 1. Because there is nothing here, so I can write it as 1. C minus 528. It is not necessary to write ABC. You can directly apply the formula. Since this is the first sum, we will write it step by step. So now what is the formula? X equals minus B plus or minus root of B square minus 4AC by 2A. So now X is equal to minus B. What is B? 1. Plus or minus root of B square 1 square minus 4 A 2 C minus 528 is divided by 2 into A, which is 2 again. First we will go to the root. X is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 square 1 minus into minus plus 8 into 4 2s are 8. 8 into 528, I don't know. We will multiply it. 528 into 8. 8 8s are 64. 8 2s are 16. 16 plus 6, 22. 8 5s are 40. 40 plus 2, 42. So 4 2, 2 4. Divided by 2 2s are 4. Continuing further. X is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root of 4225, adding these two, divided by 4. Now how should I find 4225? You can either go for the root technique that you have learnt in your lower classes, or the simplest method is prime factorization. I will be using prime factorization because it's easier. 4225. If I divide it with 5, 5 8s are 40, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. Again goes with 5, 5 1s are 5, remainder 3, 34, 5 6s are 30, 45, so 5 9s are 45. 169 will next go with 13, 13s are 169. So therefore, please, whenever you are doing under root, club them in pairs, meaning put them 2 in a slot together, combine 2 2. So 5 5 is 1 pair, 13 13 is 1 pair. So I can write root 65 as root of 5 square into 13 square. When 5 square comes outside the root, it becomes 5. When 13 square comes outside the root, it becomes 13. 5 into 13 is 65. Therefore, you can now write this as x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus, this number is nothing but 65 divided by 4. Now what do? You should take one sign at a time, divide it. So x can be minus 1 plus 65 by 4, or x can be minus 1 minus 65 by 4. X is equal to minus 1 plus 65, 64 by 4. What is that? 2 2s are 4, 2 32s are, 2 1s are 2, 2 16s are. So x is 16. Here x is minus 66 by 4, 2 2s are 2 33s are. X is minus 33 by 2. Can the breadth be negative? No, which is why we reject it. Therefore, what's the breadth? 16 centimeters, that's nothing but x. And what is the length? 2x plus 1. This is in meters, not centimeters, because the question is given in meters. Please note, it's meters. 2 into 16 plus 1. 32 plus 1. 33 meters. Moving on to the next example, example 11. Find two consecutive odd positive integers, sum of whose squares is 290. We have done a very similar problem in the previous section. We found out the quadratic equation. Let us do it similarly here. But there is a small catch in this problem. I gave you a note saying that if you are given consecutive integers, take the integers as x and x plus 1. Why? Because if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I tell 3 and 4 are my consecutive integers, if x is 3, 4 is x plus 1. Carefully observe in this question, they are not asking for consecutive integers. They are asking for consecutive odd integers. So they are not talking about 3 and 4. Now they are talking about 3 and 5. So now tell me, if x is 3, what will be 5? X plus 1 or x plus 2? X plus 2. Therefore, you can put another note saying that if they ask for consecutive odd integers or consecutive even integers, you should say let the integers be x, x plus 2, x plus 4 and so on. I repeat, if it says consecutive integers, you will take x, x plus 1, x plus 2 and so on. But if they say consecutive odd or even integers, you are supposed to take x, x plus 2, x plus 4 and so on. So now they have asked for two consecutive odd integers. So what will my first statement be? Let the consecutive odd integers be x and x plus 2. Please fill up the whole statement. Let the consecutive odd integers be x and x plus 2. Sum of whose squares? They are not asking for a normal sum. They are asking for their squares. So, add their squares. It is 290. So now, open brackets, x square plus a plus b the whole square. You should know the formula by now. A square plus 2ab plus b square. X square plus 2 into x into 2 plus 2 square is equal to 290. X square plus x square, 2x square. 2 2s are 4, 4 into x, 4x plus 4 is equal to 290. 2x square plus 4x plus 4, 290 comes this side, minus 290 is equal to 0. 2x square plus 4x plus 4 minus 290. Do the normal subtraction. 290 minus 4, 286. Put the sign of the bigger number. Minus 286 is equal to 0. As you can see, everyone has 2 common. Take 2 common. X square plus 2x minus 143 is equal to 0. X square plus 2x minus 143 is equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation. Now you have to find the solution. We will apply quadratic formula to find the answer here instead of factorization. So what is the positive case? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. For those who do not know, you don't have to write this. This is just, you can write it if you want, it's a choice. So I will put it here. x square plus 2x minus 143 is 0. General form is ax square plus bx plus c is 0. What is a? Nothing is there, so 1. What is b? 2. c minus 143. Substitute that here. X is equal to minus b minus 2 plus or minus b square minus 2 the whole square minus 4. What is a? 1. What is c? Minus 143 close brackets divided by 2 into a. A is 1. Please compare ABC and put it there. That's how you get the last step. Now, we already have this. We have to simplify the root first. So, x is minus 2 plus or minus root of minus 2 the whole square plus 4. If there is negative sign inside a square brackets, always remember if there is negative sign and you have even power here, it becomes plus. If you have negative sign and you have odd power here, it becomes minus. Minus square. 2 is even, so this will become plus. That's why minus 2 the whole square, 4. Minus into minus, plus. 143 into 4. 143 into 4. 4 3s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 16 plus 1, 17. 4 1s are 4. 4 plus 1, 5. So that becomes 572 divided by 2. X is equal to minus 2 plus or minus root of 576 divided by 2. Now I have to find the value of root of 576. So go for prime factorization. Take 576, goes with 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 8s are 16. Again 2 8s are 16. So now again 2, 1, 4 4, 2, 7, 2, 2, 36 are 2, 18s are 2, 9s are 3, 3, 1. As we learnt in the previous section, combine in pairs. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair. So what is root 576? Is equal to root of 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 3 square. 2 square comes outside the root 2. 2 square comes outside the root 2. 2 square comes outside the root 2. 3 square comes outside the root 3. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 8 3s are 24. So root of 576 is 24. So therefore you can write x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus root 576 is 24 divided by 2. So you have two possible answers. X is equal to minus 2 plus 24 by 2. X is equal to minus 2 minus 24 by 2. X is equal to minus 2 plus 24 plus 22. 22 by 2, 11. X is equal to minus 2 minus 24 minus 26. Minus 26 by 2 minus 13. The question says odd positive integers. Is this positive? No. Which is why we will reject it. Therefore, what is the value of x? Therefore, the numbers are x equals 11 and x plus 2 is equal to 11 plus 2 equal to 13. 11 and 13 is the pair of odd positive integers. Example 12, it has a given figure. A rectangular park is to be designed whose breadth is 3 meters less than its length. Carefully observe what they have given. They have written breadth is 3 meters. Is means equal to 3 meters less than. So minus 3. Less than whom? Its length. So who will you take? Length or breadth as x over here? How do we decide? We've already seen in the previous section. So I will choose my length to be x. So if length is x, what is breadth? X minus 3. I hope you all understood. So the length over here is x. What will be the breadth? X minus 3. Continuing the question. Its area is to be 4 square meters more than the area of the park that has already been made in the square of an isosceles triangle with its base as the breadth of the rectangular park. So confusing. They have only told it in very simple. Figure is given. So you have to relate the figure to this. They are telling you, you have to construct a rectangle whose area, see, its area. So the area of the rectangular park is 4 square meters. Is means equal to 4 square meters more. More than means plus 4. More than whom? Area of triangular park. Which triangle? This triangle, whose base is nothing but breadth only. What is the base? X minus 3 itself. Find its length and breadth. So what do we do here? Area of rectangular park. So we have area of rectangular park is equal to area of triangular park plus 4. Before that, what will be the first statement? Let the length be x. Please write it in words. And breadth be x minus 3. Let the length be x and breadth be x minus 3. Next line. Area of rectangular park is equal to area of triangular park plus 4. Area of rectangle, how to find? Length into breadth. What is the length? X. What is the breadth? X minus 3. So x into x minus 3 is equal to area of triangle formula is nothing but if this is a triangle and this is the base, this is the height, then the triangle area formula is given as half into base into height. So half, who is the base here? This one. This is nothing but the breadth x minus 3. So half into x minus 3 into the height. Who is the height? This is the height. 12 plus 4. As you can see, this is all multiplication. So we can cancel. 2 ones are 2. 2 6 are 12. X into x, x square. X into minus 3, minus 3x is equal to 1 into 6, 6. X minus 3 in brackets plus 4. X square minus 3x is equal to 6 into x, 6x. 6 into minus 3 minus 18 plus 4. X square minus 3x is equal to 6x minus 18 plus 4. How much is minus 18 plus 4? Minus 14. So now what do we do? X square minus 3x. Bring the plus 6x this side. Minus 6x. Minus 14 comes there is equal to 0. When minus 14 comes this side, it becomes plus 14. Sign changes. X square minus 9x plus 14 is 0. Now you can go for factorization or quadratic formula. Any technique is fine. See, if they mention in the question by factorization, you have to use factorization only. If they say by quadratic formula, you have to use quadratic formula only. If nothing is mentioned in the question, the choice is left up to you. I will be using quadratic formula over here or factorization, which seems easier. If you can split the middle term very easily, factorization is the best. It is very short. If you don't know how to split it, if you are not getting the split, then please go for the formula technique. Here, the product is given as 1 into 14, 14, Sum is given as minus 9. As soon as I say 14, any student will tell me 7 2s are 14. So I will say this is 7 comma 2. Is 7 and 2 giving you 14 as product? Yes, 7 2s are 14. What about 9? But I want minus 9. 7 plus 2 is plus 9, not minus 9. So how do I get the minus 9? I will put a negative sign for both. Minus 2 minus 7 will give me minus 9. So x square minus 7x minus 2x plus 14 is equal to 0. Take whatever you can common from the first two terms. X into x minus 7. Here also there should be an x minus 7. So who will be out? Minus 2 is equal to 0. X minus 7 into x minus 2 is 0. So therefore what is x? X minus 7 equals 0, x equals 7. X minus 2 equals 0, x equals 2. Both are valid, both are positive. Length can be both 7 or 2. Let us check. Case 1. If length is equal to x equals 7 meters, then what is breadth? X minus 3. 7 minus 3. 4 meters. Possible? Yes. Now case 2. If length equals x equals 2 meters, then what happens to the breadth? X minus 3. 2 minus 3 minus 1 meters. Can breadth be negative? No, which is why we will reject this. Therefore, there is only one solution, 7 meters and 4 meters. Final conclusion you have to write down. Therefore, the length is 7 meters and breadth is 4 meters.